is Gianluca, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about a band that really changed and shaped my musical life. Founded in 1919, Tool is a progressive metal band formed by Maynard James Keenan on vocals, Adam Johnson on guitar, Justin Chancellor on bass and Danny Carey on drums. They were able to cut through the noise and fame of the grunge movement during the 90s with a unique and weird but astonishing combination between metal, progressive, art rock, tribal and psychedelic music, and weird but astonishing again, controversial visual arts. But let's talk about what really made me fall in love with them on the first listen. The riff itself is very simple and repetitive, almost like a mantra, and what really set the Zen vibe, let's say, is that it's played slow and with almost no tempo. I don't know if you have ever meditated, but after focusing for a while on only your breath or a mantra, things around you start to get more clearer, almost like if your perception get boosted in a way, perfectly represented by this arrangement, with the repetitive guitar riff as the mantra and the unison ostinato between bass and drum played in crescendo as the surroundings. A perfect example of how an 11/4, yes, it's an 11/4, can sound straight and even groovy at the time, because it has this triplet feeling, almost if it's like a 12/8, but played slow and rubato, gives it this really cool groove to it. And then of course the metal element of the band, because it's there and they are not afraid of blasting it to your face, okay? But it's not a metal like Metallica, Maiden, maybe Sabbath. It's something more earthy, raw, let's say primordial in a way. Let me play you an example. It's a straight riff, but that bounce and bend of the E note here makes everything sound a little bit unstable and even more grooving. With this flanger and delay, it's really something. I challenge you to not add bang on this bang. Another key component of Tool music, in my opinion, is their tribal and ethnical influences. that to my ears sounds like African, Indian, Middle Eastern at times. But let me play you a couple of examples so you can understand better. Who are you to wave your finger? You must have been out of your air. How deep in muddy water you practically raised the dead. Rob the grave and snow the cradle and burn the evidence down. So box out of card and glass, so don't go tossing your stones around. You must have been, you must have been, you must have been. Believe it or not, it's a 4/4. I don't know how, but it's a 4/4. Okay, the conga and the tablas are played almost at random, in my opinion, and the bass riff is as weird as a bass riff can get. That goes like this. Which, all alone, you can't hear where is the pulse. That goes like this, because you start on the 1. But then you have these vocals that have the weirdest accent that I ever heard in my life, okay? But it's a 4/4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Who are you to wave your finger? You must have been out of your air. 1, 2, 3, 4. I hold deep in muddy water, you practically raised the dead. 2, 3, 4, and so on and so forth. But for real, I don't know how, but it's a 4/4. And when they are all stuck together, it's a mess. You cannot even understand what song you are listening to, okay? And then, because I'm a guitar player and bass player, I want to talk about Adam Jones and Justin Chancellor gear and sound. And also, I'm not a great vocalist like Maynard, I don't play drum like Danny Carey, so I don't want to talk shit about two of what I consider the best musicians on the world. Let's start with Adam Jones' gear and sound. Guitar-wise, he's famous for using a Gibson Custom Shop Silver Bust, so here to emulate this sound, I'm using a Epiphone Silver Bust. At least it's the same color. Guys, we are trying to make stuff, I'm broke. Unless you want to sponsor the video, there's the PayPal link now. If you want to donate, that would be great. But by the way, Epiphone Custom Shop Silver Bust, amp-wise is using a combination between 3 amplifier, a Marshall Super Bass and 2 diesel head. So I'm going for a JCM emulation, and for the German side of his sound, I'm using a Bogner Ecstasy. Cab-wise is using 3 different mesa cab, and one of that, funny enough, is a bass cab with 2x15 cones, so you get a different kind of depth and low-end response to your sound. Something really, really cool, I suggest you to try. Now only the guitar cab. Bass cab only. And now both of them together again. It is really something else. It has a low end presence and depth that is really something else. And then I'm not sure for live purposes, but I'm definitely sure for studio ones, he's using a type of fuzz pedal, and I'm hearing a Big Muff, so I'm going for a Big Muff emulation here on my board because I sold my Big Muff. I'm dumb, I know. and so I'm blending the distorted sound from the JCM and the big muff, okay? Now let's talk about Justin Chancellor, that funny enough, even though if I'm a guitar player primarily, his playing influenced me more than Adam Jones' guitar playing. I don't know why, but it is what it is. And let me play you my favorite of his riff. And of course is the one behind this famous bass intro. That is a meme nowadays in the prog metal community. Nowadays, since it came out almost. I need to piss and shit. To recreate his tone, I'm going for this trick of using two amps at the same time. One clean and the other one slightly distorted or crunchy. That together sound like this. And you need to play it with a pick, and you need to beat the shit out of your bass, okay? Amp-wise, I'm using two Ampeg head, even though it's a Gallen-Kruger user, but this does the job pretty well, okay? Maybe scoop a little bit the mid even more. Cab-wise, is using two Mesa cab, but like Adam Jones, in reverse, is using a guitar cab, a 2x12, if I'm correct. So let me make you listen first to the bass cab only. Which is beefy and fucking heavy. And now the guitar cab. Which is weird, but I think he uses it for definition and clarity on the middle and upper range. Because Tool has only 3 instrumentalists, so you need to feel the mix even more, especially when the guitar player goes for a solo. You need to feel all that mid-range that is gone. And now, again together. And all the modulation like flanger and delay are on the dirty side, so you have a clean foundational low end, and all the modulation are nice and saturated to cut through even more. Okay, that's the end of the video. If you want to start checking Tool out, I highly recommend you to start with Lateralus, which is, in my opinion, their best work, that really represent Tool in its entirety. But except the last album that I'm not a big fan of, you can choose a random song or a random album and it will be perfect, in my opinion. I really love this band. I cannot explain how much I love this band, okay? Again, my name is Gianluca, I'm a guitar player, singer and songwriter from Italy, and every week I explore sounds and boundaries of music here on YouTube. So if you like this kind of shit, subscribe to the channel. Now there's the PayPal link for donation to help grow the channel. If you want to donate, it would be amazing. You know, amazing, that, okay? Perfect. And until next time, remember, you're lucky, my man.